A cold start to today's doorstep walk, and in fact up in Bristol they've had snowfall overnight, whereas down here it's comparatively green still. I followed a very icy footpath by the River Banwell just now to get this far, and once again I'm following the Ebden Farm bridleway out towards Sandpoint and Sand Bay. Today's walk will be a clockwise reversal of my first lockdown walk. So I'm doing Sand Bay first before the crowds wake up, then up around Sandpoint and back down this way again. Up in Wilbury Hill there's no snow, just white houses, maybe some frost on the rooftops, but going down towards Somerset you can just see some white fields. And I imagine that if we get any coastal views of Exmoor and over to South Wales, we'll see some more snow on the Brecon Beacons and Exmoor and the Quantocks. I also know that if we have this powder on the ground here, then there's a good chance there'll be 2 or 3 inches up on the Meetup hills somewhere. And I have felt that temptation to go solid. I'm going to drive up there, go for a snowy walk today, but I'm being sensible, following the rules, staying local. I can imagine that families around North Somerset and Bristol are having similar thoughts and feelings, especially with their kids. We very rarely get snow down here, especially good stuff. I was thinking about wearing my trail shoes today, my running shoes for this walk, because over the last fortnight I felt like these boots are a bit overkill with all the road walking I'm doing and all the kind of fairly easy ground. But then when it gets muddy, the running shoes are no good in the mud. Being so icy today, I know I've made the right choice in wearing boots, because I would have fallen over by now. But so far it's been good. Not too icy, a little bit, but these Altberg Malams have done well so far. There's definitely some snow over towards the Meetup hills. Still caught in a cloud there as well. Quite a low hanging mist on the hilltops. Over on Exmoor I can see snow on the tops as well, but here is the trig point on Sandpoint, only 50 metres high above sea level, and I can see snow over in South Wales and possibly in the Wye Valley as well. I'm now walking towards the peninsula of Sandpoint, then I'll drop down towards the bay, stand beneath me here, and loop back towards the Priory, then back down the road to Ebden Farm. Although they call it Sand Bay, I'm sure you can see there's so much more mud here than there is sand. But that is life in the estuary, or beside the estuary. Brought the jet boil with me today, so I'm going to try and do a cup of tea in this bit of secluded area. I've got the jet boil mini mo. I don't normally bring it out, it's quite bulky, but a friend of mine bought the flash recently. I thought I might try and use it for old time's sakes, and it is fast to boil. I know. It's not working. There's not very much gas in there at all. This may not work. I think there were two issues there then. Firstly, the gas canister had very little gas in it, and secondly, I let that gas get cold. So in cold weather, always keep your gas warm. And I do own one of those insulated cozy things for doing just that, but I didn't bring with me. I'm on the final stretch home now, or near enough. Woodspring Priory is down away to my right. Walking across Middle Hope towards the MOD bit, but I'm going to turn right before then, head down the hill through the car park, back down the road. One last look down towards Woodspring Bay. Beyond that is Clevedon. Right, back here again. This has been another worthwhile doorstep walk, and we're almost at the end now, the first month of lockdown 3. And it's also been more than a month now since the shortest day of 2020. So we are making slow and steady progress. The days are growing longer by the minute. I want to give a quick shout out briefly to Ant, the Jinx, who you may know, as I do, from Wiltshireman's videos a few years ago, and also more recently he's teamed up with Simon Reelabran in wild camping videos. Ant's now got his own channel, I'll put a link to it below, but I also learned recently that he's been stalking me. Not really, but he used to live apparently on the same road that I do. I'm nearly back home in time for lunch. Thanks again for watching the video. I will see you again next time, I'm sure. Stay safe, stay local, stay active, all that good stuff, and take care. And one last request: if you've ever used a folding bike or owned one, whether it's a Brompton or a Halford's own brand or something, whatever it is, can you let me know what you think of it below in the comments section? Because I'm thinking about buying one myself possibly over the next few months, and mainly for commuting, because I currently drive 4.5 miles to work each day, then back again. It's a very flat drive. There's a fairly reasonable cycle route most of the way from my home to work. It's a bit just disjointed in places, but it's probably doable. And I live in a very small flat with no outdoor storage space, so I've got very little room for a normal sized bike. So I'm thinking of a folding bike possibly. I've never used one. I haven't ridden a bike myself since 2004, would you believe? And yeah, I'm thinking of a folding bike. It can live in my flat or in the boot of my car. If you've got any first-hand experience, please let me know.